We realized over the last year that it is directly with the Québécois that we must work without waiting for government actions. Actions are always awaited, and that when they arrive, inevitably end up disappointing us. We need to do more as First Nations people in order to put out in the open the devastating impacts of racism and discrimination. I have to say that I think an ocean separates us from the government of Quebec and its views on the whole issue of language. This being said, I don't think we can take away from their desire to give themselves the means to protect the French language. I don't think nobody will deny the status of the French language on the whole continent and its poor state. But this being said, any protection shouldn't be done trampling on languages of our peoples. And this is what we wanted to convey as a message yesterday. But I have to say that it wasn't understood. I mean, if the nation-to-nation relationship is to be a true relationship, then we certainly should be finding ourselves at a different table than the Parliamentary Commission that we participated in yesterday. I wouldn't go as far as to say that it's a deal breaker, because we are engaged in a political process through a political table between the Assembly of First Nations in Quebec and Labrador and the Government of Quebec to try to address a number of issues that are common to all First Nations. We just spoke about youth protection. That's one example of the issues that come to us. Public safety is another one. Everybody so far has agreed to the Joyce principle, including the reference to systemic racism. What we hear from the Government of Quebec is we agree with Joyce's principle, but we don't agree with systemic racism. It's not a principle that you can take apart and take what pleases you. I think you take it as is.